You already know what it is, man. You be the underboss, the apex. My partner Hurricane Joe Easy in the building. Fuego Talk is back with a very special invited guest. We have the one and only V with us today, y'all. Yes. And I should say co-founder or co-owner of House of Mac.
Yep.
Yes, co-owner of House of Mac, the legendary House of Mac.
You might see her
which is a Miami staple now. Shouts to my brother Teach as well.
Yeah, what's up, big bro? But you might see her working.
Yeah. No, you definitely gonna see her working. She be putting in work. She be on the IG going in.
Sure do.
I be seeing you on your workout, on your fitness grind too.
I gotta do it. I gotta stay healthy.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. We we the OGs, but we gotta stay active. We gotta be, you know what I mean?
Right.
We gotta keep up with the youth.
I'm trying to keep up with the youth right now. I'm gonna tell you, it's a struggle.
Yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But thank you for coming though. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Appreciate you having patience to come through and deal with Hurricane Joe and
this guy.
Let me ask you. So the last time we did see each other was that in the South Beach Food and Wine. That's in March. I saw you last year.
It is in February.
Oh, February. Okay, so I saw you.
I think it's like
the
the end of February. I want to say.
Was that the last time you guys seen each other? Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
We'll bump into each other out somewhere, or we'll get invited to the house and see each other.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Well, we go back a long way.
Have we had Cream come over to House of Mac yet? We need to do that.
Wow. Oh my God! Don't even say that.
No, we need to do that.
I don't even think. Oh my God! I've taken it to so many places. I don't even think
that we need to do that ASAP. That's the first thing we need to do if we haven't done so already.
That's on you.
I know.
All right.
It's all
no,
good.
but she know. Remember, I reached out and be like, "Yo, go put a spizzy up there."
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, he did. That's true.
That's
true.
I'm like, you better go over there and rain. Make it rain.
This home team.
We weren't gonna say nothing. We just keep it under the books.
We can pull up anytime.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all good.
For sure.
So, can we talk a little bit about the history
of course
of V and everything that led to the House of Mac conception?
Us coming here together.
Yeah.
That's a loaded statement. To nutshell everything, basically, me and my husband met, how old? 25 years ago, probably.
Wow.
What's that, 95?
98.
Oh, okay, 98.
98. And we met at Red Lobster. He tells this story all the time, and it's like, people are like, really? Because I used to work at Red Lobster, and then he got a job at Red Lobster, and then that's where we met. And, we just became friends, and then we started dating after that. Long story short, had a family, the whole 9 yards.
Beautiful.
And, you guys know the history. He worked with Pitt. He managed Pitbull for many years.
Pitt,
yes. Pitt's dope.
Yes.
And so all those years, he was just doing that, and then he kind of just wanted to do his own thing and build a legacy for his kids, for our kids.
And I love it, yes.
And he started kind of going into, he's always cooked. He's always loved cooking. And then he started, he's like, well, we should do a food truck. I'm like, okay, cool, And he did that. And like the man that he is, because me and my sister say this all the time, like he doesn't know how to fail. He was just he went through so many struggles with that food truck. The first one that he had, because it was always breaking down.
Couldn't park nowhere.
I remember,
$300 a tow. I'm the historian. Don't worry, I'm the historian.
Listen, it was serious. Like it was so bad, and people would show up. They would pull up and help, with the truck. It was really dope. Like I'm so grateful not thinking about it. Like these people really just would come out just to help him.
That's 2014.
Yeah, 2014. And then we ended up being in the Wynwood Yard. That went really well. Everything blew up at that point, and then the rest is kind of history.
The lines. Let me say the lines are going to.
My son used to always want to go
5 hour wait.
Let's go there. We'd go and the line would be crazy. I'd pull up and the teacher would be like.
But before the lines, I want to say this. Before the lines, here we go. This is what I love too, because I have a picture that is actually. I tell Lionel, you'll call Teach.
Right.
We want to eat.
Right.
We'll wait. Nah, I don't want to go. I don't want to get. Yo, just come. We here. So it's me, Lionel, and Cobra and a friend. I have a picture of just 4 of us.
Yeah.
Eating at the truck.
At Wynwood Yard.
But he didn't want to go because you don't have the popularity. And we just tell him, Joe, just come. Don't worry. It's going to happen. Look what happened. So that's the beautiful thing about it. I have a picture.
It's beautiful.
Still up.
It's beautiful to see the growth. It's beautiful to see how far, it's come. And you know what I mean? How
the taste.
No, I mean,
taste.
He's definitely one of those dudes. Like he busts his ass.
Well, it's beautiful to see you guys as well, because you guys are like goals. because it's not only just him. Because
it's
you know you gotta. I always say well, my partner always says there's behind every successful man there's always a strong woman that because it's the only way. And you guys are really like goals, like I said.
We
you guys
push each other though. Like we joke around a lot, and we'll be like sometimes I'll be. Can I curse on here? I can curse, right? Okay, because I curse. Okay, I just want to make sure. No, but like we joke around all the time because every time like either one of us is like going through somewhere, just having a bad day or whatever. Right. And then like sometimes I be complaining or I'll be like, whatever, and he'll be like, man, you ain't no pussy, I ain't raise you like that. You better just you know what I'm saying, toughen up. And I'm like, can't you just be nice right now?
Tighten up, soldier.
Nah, I don't need that right now. I want you to just be like, okay, babe,
No,
it's like, nah, man, I ain't raised you like that. Get it together.
No, ain't none of that with big teeth.
That's what we got to do sometimes, and he does that, and we hold each other accountable, and we just try to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
I read something the other day. It was like 80, 20, 70, 30, 60. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your partner or the person that you're with is not always
100%.
able to go 100 or 80 or 60. Right. Sometimes you got to kind of pick up the slack for them.
Yes.
Very true.
Back and forth. So
very true.
We try to do that. Sometimes we both have a bad day.
Right. And another thing is here the beauty of it, of being a business owner, is that sometimes you might work 6-7 days a week. So it's very, very
sometimes
hard. Right? It's extremely hard. So I know about working 7 days a week since I was about 15 years old. So to me, it's easy. Some people it might be a little bit hard, But if you do that, that just comes with the game.
I'll take it a step further and say, not only is it hard, but when you're married to that person,
you become that image.
It's not even just that, but it's hard to separate business. From you'll be in bed and you're watching TV and trying to watch a movie and you're talking about work and it's like
you're thinking about the business.
But I mean, how can you not
talk to my girl about that?
At the same time, I feel like that's healthy though, right?
But sometimes you want to turn it off. That's why.
Sometimes you want to, but it's hard. It's hard. Yeah,
that's hard.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's healthy, even if you can't turn it off. I think that kind of like relationship is healthy. If we're building something together and we're in business together and we're like that's the most beautiful relationship to have, I think.
Because you push each other, you inspire each other, and that's great, right? But sometimes you just want to be able to just not think about
disconnect.
Work.
Of course.
And even on vacation.
Right.
That's what
talk about work.
But I'll tell you what.
You understand.
I'll tell you what. Be careful what you wish for because you don't want to be in one of those relationships where you're like, I was thinking about this and that, and she's like, I don't want to hear anything about the studio. I don't want to hear anything about the music.
No, it's not like that. It's not like
that's
that.
almost like, you know what I mean? It's you gotta be careful what you wish for.
I have said that.
Right?
I have said that.
But,
I'd be
but
like,
that's
I
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
talk about that right now. Like, this is family time.
Right.
We're not talking about inventory right now.
That's understandable. That's understandable though. Yeah. But you guys are in business together.
I'm gonna say
blurred lines.
So like I said, it's good to disconnect a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're going to reconnect back a little, a little bit later or tomorrow morning or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But sometimes it's in the moment.
Yes.
And you having that light bulb in the moment.
Yes.
Like you'll wake up in the middle of the night and I hear the clickety-clacketing.
And we're like that. Men are like that. The women, they're like, no, I need my sleep time. We'll get up at 2, 3 in the morning like, oh shit, I just thought about something. And she's like, leave me alone.
Can I say something? Okay, so this is what I say about people because I'm always watching. So that's when you know you're a winner because you already won in the hip hop industry, right? You did something, you're acclaimed critically, and now you're into the food business and you already rose to the top. So that's what I said. You got to compliment him on my behalf and tell him that's how you know you're a winner. So there's other areas you could jump into and be a winner.
A champ.
Because you fell from here, didn't fall. I mean, whatever, it fell crumble, right?
Yeah.
You went down, and then we seen you at your lowest. Yeah. Come right back up.
Rebuild something completely different.
Because he said, watch this. Unfortunately, this is the amount of money I had. And I had to put it into this. If I didn't put it into this, you won't be where you're at right now. So that's the risk that everybody's scared to do. That's what I'm saying. I have whatever it was, and I put it right back into it. This got to work.
Beautiful.
And it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Blessing.
And I'm going to say this, too, because I always tell people this also. I find it so inspiring since the first time I ever heard it. He was talking about something. We're talking about work, obviously, and he was doing an interview or something, and he made a statement like, you know, my wife is always like the careful one, the safe one, because I am. I'm always like thinking, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? We need to have a plan B. We need to make sure that we're good.
See past that. Yeah.
Right?
Safety net, safety net,
See
safety
past
net.
the
He's
clouds.
not. That's how I think.
He's in the moment with the superstars.
Right? No, but listen.
You know already.
I
That's what
believe
saying,
in
you know.
algorithms and protocols, and that's the way that I'm built,
You're set
right?
up, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That comes
He's
from your
like,
parents.
It does. My
Yes.
parents,
I
my
know.
career,
Yeah,
my old career, you know, all of that. But then he's like, man, I just jump off the cliff and build a
got that
parachute on the way down.
That's that hustler spirit.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to build a parachute while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have it
while
before
I'm
the
dropping.
edge.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but
But you know
he's-
what? That hustler spirit will get it done every time.
Absolutely.
It's almost like we work on faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
it's a faith based. I always say it's a very spiritual connection with this whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the culture, music, and hip hop and everything. Like
It is.
when you really believe in something and you want to move on something, I feel like we're divinely connected.
Yes,
And we're
I
gonna
agree.
make it happen. I don't know what it is, but I know we're gonna
Somehow
make it
it's gonna happen. Yeah,
That's
I
why
get
when
it.
I met this guy, I was like, "Yo, he's cut from that cloth."
got-
Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's been nonstop ever since we linked up, and I know, you know, he comes from that same cloth. That, you know, that's what it is. We ain't gonna fail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What the
I
whole
say it all
say,
the time.
I will not lose. The whole
Failing is
say-
not an
like that.
option.
That's the mentality.
No, it's true. It's true.
Failing
Never
is
gonna
not an
lose.
option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And like that's the thing. Like if people around me, like I was just saying, you know, we used to pay a certain amount of money to each person around you. So if you can have people just moving at your same speed, it's just a different dynamic. But it's hard to get everybody on the same page.
That's
So
the most difficult
that's
thing.
what Jay-Z would say. So he
Yeah.
would tell everybody. He would say to everybody, "I'm not doing an album unless we're on the same page." So if you're playing a video game or you're in love, whatever, you need to. This is just what I'm saying. You need to disconnect all that, and we're in now Jay-Z album mode.
Right. You need to check in,
And that's
to
what
this.
exactly.
Yes.
It's crazy that frame of mind. Yeah,
and you got to be disciplined to do it.
But
You
that's
have
how
to be
it's gotta
disciplined
be.
to do it.
That's how it's
Yeah.
got to be. In order for
It's
For
a
it to get
unit
done.
to
Yes,
move forward, it's got
like
to
a
be in
unit,
unison.
exactly.
You understand? It's got to be in
Yes.
unison. We can't just all move forward. Everybody at their own time and do it. Oh,
Right.
maybe tomorrow.
Right.
Nah, bro, you got to pull up. Like
Well,
you
see,
said, you got to
that's-
be on time.
That's it's a mindset, like you're saying. It's a mindset, right? Because like even when I was working in the fire department, it was the same kind of thing. Like
The unit.
you might be going through whatever you're going through at home. You might have had a death in the family. You might be struggling. Your kid might be sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you're going through, when
Can't
people
bring
call
that here.
911, they're
Yeah,
not
on
trying
call,
to hear
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're going through. They need you to do your job
Your
and
service.
save their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's a tough
it's
job.
that kind of. It's
Yeah,
real.
it's a
Yeah,
tough
it
job,
is.
yeah.
It is, and you have to like literally mentally check out
Yeah.
of whatever you got going on at home. Could be
Right.
fighting with your
Yeah,
man,
right.
Yeah.
whatever's going on at home, you got to
Because
check
you guys
out.
are like the first responders. Like you guys are there on the scene when it just happens.
Right.
You pull up
Right.
before even the cops.
The
do.
cops, right.
Yeah. So that's
Right.
crazy.
So you can't have anything else going on in your
Yeah,
head.
that's what I'm saying.
You got to
gotta be
focus
focused.
1,000% zoned into what you're doing, and it's hard.
And it's a lot
'cause-
of life or death situations.
Of course,
Yes.
of course, and on top of that, your body, the human body, right? Like you're getting jerked out of your sleep at 3:00 in the morning.
Facts.
So that alone,
Yeah, it's already stress.
Throws
It's
you
That's
off.
how it is, right? It's still like, what, y'all got to be there, what, how many hours? Like
24
hours
and then
straight, 24 hours straight?
Yeah, 24
Bam.
hours straight.
So anytime a call comes in, bomb, jump
Yeah,
and
you got to
run.
go. Yeah,
Jump and run.
Yeah.
It's
It took
crazy,
me
yo.
years. I retired in 2018. It took me probably, we're in 22 now. It took me probably a whole full 3 years to be able to sleep through the night
Yeah, without
Wow.
waking
And to
up.
sleep
Without
deep.
waking up.
Wow.
Yeah,
and to
without
be
wak-
able to sleep deep, like
Yeah, 'cause I
to
can
really
imagine.
sleep.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
I would wake up all night long.
I can imagine. That must be like a PTSD that comes along with it, right?
It's,
You know what I'm saying?
already a clock. Your
The
clock
toll,
is
you know,
ignited.
that's the toll that comes.
Bam.
Yeah.
Wow, salute to all the firefighters, man, and everybody
They
in the
didn't know,
community,
hold
the
on.
policemen, everybody that
Yeah,
really
man.
holds it down, because that's like a tough job, a very,
is.
very tough job, you know?
It is.
You got to give props to those men and women. And what's up, champ?
For the service. No.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Oh, yeah.
The service. You got to wake up and do the service, regardless of what you're going through.
Absolutely.
Remember, you provide a service. If you're not providing a service on this earth, you mean nothing. You provide no substance.
Without
It
a
sounds
purpose.
harsh, but
It's
it's very
crazy.
true.
That's the way it is.
It is true.
Mhm.
That's like we were just talking about that whole aspect of social media
Mm-hmm.
and like
Yeah.
the negative effects it has on people. But it's like my partner says, he goes, I go on social media to, you know, like we just
make money.
promote. Yeah, we're promoting our business. We're doing, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
we have a purpose
Yeah.
when we're on
Yeah.
social
I
media. And I'm
don't-
like, yeah, I agree. But
For
there's
sure.
a lot of kids, there's a lot of people like young, and especially the girls, and they see what's going on,
You
and
know already,
they
you
get,
know.
you know what I'm saying? They'll see something, and they'll feel inferior or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a gift and a
type
curse with
way,
that
yeah,
whole.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
It
there's a
is.
lot of good that comes with the technology and
Of
right, the
course.
advances of
Right.
technology and this
Right.
whole social media way. But then there's that whole mental aspect. You know, that negative mental health aspect
Yeah.
of it. You know what I'm saying?
I fear that for future generations because,
right.
as I'm sure everybody does, sorry, because I feel like our kids are so susceptible to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they just
100.
look at everything on Instagram and they think that's
it's
real life,
real,
and it's
yeah.
not.
It's
And even if you tell them it's not.
It's still believable because it's
Yeah.
an image. So that's
Even though your
it's
kids
hard,
are
the
older already,
image.
though, right?
Yeah, I mean, my son's 22, my
Right.
daughter's 15,
Yeah.
but and my son, you know, he's doing his own thing. He's a grown man at this
Right.
point,
Yeah,
you
that's what
know.
I'm saying. The kids are grown, just like mine.
Right.
Yeah.
But I worry
God.
because social media. So we were talking about this the other day too. It's like our generation, right? Our age. We were here before internet,
Yes.
right?
We were
Basic
outside.
fun
Throughout
fact.
our lives,
We don't know.
internet became a thing.
Yeah.
Then came the phones. Because when I was in high school, there were no
didn't
cell
have no
phones. I mean,
phone,
only the richest of the rich had cell phones, the big boxy
Remember
phones.
the big.
Yeah, the big antenna phones, right?
Great
But
brickies.
then came beepers and everything else. So all this technological advancement happened,
Well, we was
during our
getting out,
lifetime.
getting
Yep.
out, yeah.
Right?
Like, we were
18,
witness to
19,
it.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Dial-up internet and the whole thing. So it's like when you tell your kids rotary phone, they're like, "What are you talking
Yeah.
about, Ma?" And I'm
What
like,
is
"No,
that?
you literally had to like you really had to
Remember
dial the
411?
phone number, right?"
Remember,
You can't even find a payphone anymore
They
anywhere.
are. No, they are. I
crazy.
find them all
That's
the time.
why-
There's
rare.
one in downtown. I can show you. I
Yeah.
bug out because I'd
I
be
don't-
like,
I don't
Like my
be
kids
seeing
bug
them.
out when I tell them no. We used to have a beeper, and then you would beat me, and then you
had to wait
put
for
a
me to call
code,
you back.
and then you had to wait for me to hit. My daughter would be like, "What?
Like, what's even the point? And I'm like, I don't
For
know.
what?
that was
You
the
can't even
first
explain.
stages. That
You
was
must
the-
have been real important, Dad."
that was
They're
the
waiting
first
on me to
stages.
call them
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
Remember? That was crazy.
Yeah,
but
the
we
first.
grew up in our lifetime. There's been all this. Now they're coming out with flying cars, AI robots.
Right.
This is still during our life.
This is
The
crazy.
That's a
flying
lot of
cars.
advancement in
The
50
AI is
Yeah,
years.
no, a lot.
AI, yo, AI will take your voice and make you say some shit that you ain't never said. And
Oh,
it's
that's
gonna
gonna
sound
be a
just
whole
like
thing
you.
because I promise
That's
you, dudes are gonna
crazy.
be like, "That wasn't me.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's not my voice, and that's not my face."
For
And they
real.
put my face
Yo,
on
they
somebody
have-
else.
Yo, they
They have-
got
wait,
records with
wait,
Hove and
there's-
Tupac
wait,
and like
wait.
crazy.
No,
I'm
listen
like,
to
yo,
this.
this sounds just like him.
There's an
Listen.
AI record right now that's being entered into the Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
So it's crazy. Somebody did an AI song
An
with
AI.
Drake and somebody else, and it's being entered.
Yes.
as
Who with
nominated.
Drake?
Yes,
Yes.
they did an AI
I think
Drake.
I heard about that.
Yes.
You'll see. You'll see. That's already
That's
where it's going.
I think
crazy.
he signed off on it or something is what it is, right? That's
Okay,
the big
well-
deal.
The Recording Academy do say, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
enter it. Like we don't care what you say. So that's what they're doing.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
So
That's insane,
Yeah.
though.
It's
Like,
crazy
think
what's going
about
on,
that.
yeah.
This
That's
is
crazy.
so. Now they're talking about aliens. It's just so much.
the
It's a
aliens
lot.
are here. Stop. You know the aliens. V.
No, I know, but I'm
Everybody
saying.
has a camera.
but
It's
all
You know
of
what?
this
You
is
know what?
happening
No, don't tell me you're
now.
on his team. You believe in aliens
Oh,
too?
I mean, I'm starting to believe it's something out there.
For
no,
real?
yeah, it's got to be.
Wow.
Bro,
You
everybody's
convincing
cam.
the whole world,
It's
champ.
not. It's not.
No, listen, it's not
go,
him.
Go. Listen.
Me and him
Before,
have never even had this
yeah,
conversation.
It's one thing when you see. Listen to what I'm gonna say. It's one thing when you see the same image of that shit in the sky. Niggas, everybody on IG. Look at this and look at this. The lights and it's 5 and it's 7.
We just said AI is all over the place.
Yeah,
you don't
but-
think people's bugging out, making
don't
stupid
know.
little things on the.
I
phone?
think we would be arrogant as a people to think that there aren't other life forms
Facts.
out
I don't
there.
know. I don't know.
You know
I
how
go
many
by the
planets
scriptures.
there are in the universe? There's God.
there's
I mean,
a
I
lot.
get it, and
There's a lot.
I'm into the
Yeah.
scriptures too. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but I don't know. I can't imagine that there's all these planets and all these different, and there are
hear
no
you.
other life forms anywhere in the
bro, yeah,
universe.
and this-
like
this
I
is
I hear
don't.
you.
nothing.
He's always saying that
This
there's
is
gotta
look. We've
be
only
aliens.
discovered. Point. Watch this. We've only this. You can look at this. You know, I'm always stats.
Yeah, you're the
research.
numbers
There's
guy.
always we've looked into space is 0.03. We have not even discovered 1% of space. I'll say it again. Not even one. We've discovered 0.03. Not
There's
even
gotta be.
1%.
There's
It's
gotta be
it's
more.
letting you know. Every time you move that like 1 millimeter, you just that's it. We got to study this for 100 to
100,
300
right,
years. It's just
right.
crazy. A millimeter, like it's it's just what
It's a lot.
No,
It's-
I feel you. I you know.
And listen, I'm in church
I'm
every
not
Sunday.
saying. Yeah,
I get it.
I'm not saying that there's not a possibility, but I just can't
Mexico
fathom
just
it.
put
You just
out-
need
I
to
just
see it
can't-
for yourself.
Yeah, I just can't
I get that.
picture the
Mexico-
little green guys walking
They're not-
around.
I don't
like,
even think they're.
or
I don't even
gray
think
or
it's
whatever.
like that.
You know, I don't.
I don't even think it's like that.
I
But
don't
I
know,
just
man.
feel like there's something. I don't know.
I
man.
think when you hear all that shit going on, bro, it's a distraction, and there's something else going on behind the scenes. And Hunter Biden's laptop is, you know,
That
what I'm
could be
saying?
true,
There's some other
too.
shit going on that they don't want you to know about.
That could be
so that's
true,
why they'll be
too.
like, woo.
No, that could definitely be true too.
You know,
Because
the
I know
Twilight
this
Zone.
government is fucking with us. I
Yeah,
know they
boy,
are.
I guarantee you that
They
one-
are fucking with
That's
us,
what I'll play.
for
boy,
shit
I'll
sure.
bet my life on that one.
Yeah,
I don't know about all
so-
that other stuff, but I'll bet you that for sure.
No, they're
Guaranteed.
definitely fucking with us.
Guaranteed,
so, I mean,
bruh.
regardless, but
That's guaranteed.
that's a whole other.
But that's what I'm saying. So then they want us here going back and forth about this stuff.
Meanwhile, they're doing their little shit.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
they've
They
been doing
sweeping
that.
everything up under the rug. No, yeah, look. Oh my God,
Listen,
did you
they
see
could
that
do.
UFO?
Listen, they could do that.
Holy shit,
No,
Greg.
no, no. Listen,
Look
wait,
at the UFO
wait.
in
No,
the sky.
I'm gonna wake you up. They could do whatever they want. They don't need to distract. They don't need to distract you. I'm just
Facts,
sorry.
though.
Oh,
This
no,
is the
but they
real
do, but they
mafia.
do.
But they don't listen to what I'm saying.
No, listen.
Time out. Wait.
Listen.
Wait. They don't need to. They don't need.
I feel you.
They don't need your approval.
I feel
Time
you.
out.
I
They
feel
don't
you.
need your approval. They've been doing it because you're not part of the bloodline. That's look at that one. You're not part of that bloodline. So we are part of the Commonwealth, and we are a slave. Don't even get me going. Federal number,
No,
your
no.
Social Security.
I feel
I'll
you.
break it down masonically. Sorry, I will
You're
break
right,
it down.
though.
You
You're
are a
right. They
cattle.
don't
You
need
are a
permission.
number. Sorry.
However,
continue.
however,
continue. Continue.
there has been I think, you know, ever since the whole thing with you know, Trump's last administration and stuff,
Yeah.
ever since then there's been like a rise in like the people, the what do they call
He
it?
sparked that. Yes, he
sparked
got that energy. That
You get it?
Yeah,
They were
he
showing
does.
a lot of
You
killings.
get
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
they were showing a lot of killings while he was in presidency. I'm
Yes.
telling my dad, like,
Right.
Papi, they're killing a black man on TV, execution style. Boom, they
And
watching
this
him
guy,
run and
listen,
they shoot him.
Yeah.
I was watching that on TV with
And
my
I'm not-
dad. I
listen,
don't watch TV.
I continue to say this because I'm not the biggest Trump guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
like a Trumpster.
Me neither.
None
You're
of
not a
that.
trumpeter.
So when he was in office, when he was in office, I was never like, oh, Trump, you
Right.
know.
But
in
his money was,
hindsight,
his money
looking
was
back,
good.
I'm
His
looking back
money
on it
was
now.
good.
Is what?
His money was
Yeah,
good.
no, yeah.
I
Not right
mean,
now with Biden.
right.
The economy was good back then. That's all I'm
our
saying.
money right now is.
So that's my point,
Shout out
man.
to Trump.
Yeah,
Shout out to Trump.
Nah, I can't co-sign that, bro.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Trump.
that's my point. At the end of
money,
the day,
for money.
I look back in
For
hindsight,
money.
right? Hindsight is
Right.
2020. So I look back on it and I'm like, we weren't that bad off with Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Economically.
That's
You know,
it.
economically,
That's all that matters.
the economy was doing great. We were all good off
We live
financially.
in a
It was
racist
like-
country. You're gonna tell me we don't live? Stop. You're gonna tell me we don't live in a racist country? I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna pause. Thank you.
No, but I'm not even talking
There it
about
is.
that.
No, but he's
I'm-
not. Yeah, he's.
I'm
But
not
I'm
even
just saying what
bringing
it
that up
is.
yet, you know, because that's another thing.
and-
They say he was very divisive,
Yes.
and things like that. And I
think
I
so,
do
too.
kind of see that a little bit, even though I don't think it was him per se, but a lot of his people were, like a lot of his followers were, right?
Right. Yes.
So I
Yes.
get it. I get it. A lot of his
Absolutely.
constituents and people were like,
For sure.
oh, Trump,
Still.
man, you know, yeah, I get it.
Even
But
now with the
you-
whole January 6th thing, they're like, well, he's like, well, I didn't tell them to do what
Right.
they did, but
Which is
then
true,
They're
he
kinda
didn't.
like, he didn't. He
Right.
didn't, but he did, but not
It's like, come
directly.
on, give my dog a ring. He
you know
didn't
what
do
I mean?
it.
No, I mean,
But
okay.
what I'm
That
saying
stage,
is this.
what you
My
bring
point is
that-
this.
That's what you. I lost you out. That staged performance at Capitol Hill is what you mean to tell me?
You're talking about
January-
the stage.
the stage performance
Yeah.
that they broke into Capitol Hill.
That's
Yes.
my point. Yeah.
On January 6th,
Yes.
a stage
Yes.
performance because
Yes.
I've been there. Remember, I live
Yes.
the house is 2 hours away from
I already
DC.
know. The
Do you know
Virginia
what
house, yeah, I know.
do you know what they have in front of all that? They have a guard literally every 10 feet, and there's
That's what I'm
a
saying.
post that
Yeah.
comes up. I've been there, and I
So
know
you
that's
know it was an
so it's
inside
a
job.
That's what I tell people. You gotta go. I told my dad, please, Papi, I want to bring you over there to see like what's going on, and you're gonna be like, wow, because
Yeah.
they changed all the buildings have marble now. They
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
be
yeah.
white. Come on, if you go to DC, you see what your taxpayer dollar does. Remember, it costs. Let me talk. $100 million a day to run DC government.
Jesus.
Stop.
$100 million?
$100 million a day to run
That's a
that
lot of
place
money.
from 9 to 5.
That's a crazy figure.
I've been there. I know. That's
Wow.
what you
But
gotta understand.
my
Sorry,
point,
sorry,
before I
sorry.
forget my point,
Go.
Not to cut you off,
Go,
John,
go.
but
It's too much stats.
no, because that figure,
It's
yeah,
too
you
many
just threw me
stats.
off with
He's
that.
big on the stats.
Yeah,
all
he's
day.
huge on that. Mama, can we get? You need a refill on that? You good? The
Sure.
Virgo goddess got you.
Sure.
She's
I wasn't gonna
Thank
say
you.
nothing.
no.
It's gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias, señora.
All right. What I was
Before
gonna
you
say,
get
my
your
point
point,
with this
so
whole
go
thing
ahead.
with Trump, because like I said, I'm not the biggest Trump supporter or
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but I look at him like really there is no contrary right now, and what he did with the whole thing of the child, the kids with the
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 sex
child
trafficking and all that, yeah,
all
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
He's one of the only guys that actually stood up
Went
and,
up,
and is like
'Cause he had
and said
cojones.
something.
and addressing that.
Even
and
though he's a
saying something.
womanizer,
He
Yes,
might be
he
a
is.
womanizer,
We
but
all
what man is
Well,
a
that, I was just gonna
womanizer?
say that.
Come
I was just
on.
gonna
We're
say
all
that.
womanizers.
I mean, yeah.
Some to a more
Wait,
extent than others,
to
right?
an extent,
But
right.
we're all
Keyword.
womanizers, right?
Right.
We're
Keyword.
men, bro.
Do not let the doggy out. Keyword.
I'm just
Do
saying.
not let the doggy out. If women can
I'm just
control
saying.
themselves, so can
Right.
men. Do not let
Correct.
the doggy out.
Thank you.
Well, you know what they say. You don't argue politics and religion, right?
Thank you.
Because
Yes.
Absolutely.
because
Serious.
it's just
Yeah, no, I agree. But he loves to bring up, this religious thing.
The reality.
I mean, this political thing.
the reality.
Yes.
But it don't matter who's president because the same laws apply. Like, what are you gonna
Right.
do? Watch this. What are you gonna do?
I agree.
Stop. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Watch it. Print more money. They can't even balance the economy. So
Right.
go ahead, run the presses. We already
Right.
know that.
We already-
Stop.
yeah,
So
we already
we're
know.
already too old to understand this the way it
No,
works.
do you guys know
So-
the facts on that? They printed more money.
I know.
There's more money in
Yeah,
circulation now
400
than,
years. Yeah, yeah.
than there
that's
there
why
has ever
we're
been in
so
400 years.
yeah. That's why it's
Is
just
that crazy? And guess what? All that money that they printed, guess who it went back
I
to?
know that the companies.
The
Remember, I told you.
1%.
Yeah. It always does.
You know what?
It always does.
Crazy.
Warren Buffett says, it doesn't matter how much money we give you. In 10 days, you'll give it back to
Yeah,
our corporations.
absolutely.
And this is the guy who owns basically the whole stock market. You get it? Sorry. Sorry.
That's a fact.
So you give it
What
right
did he
back.
say?
Yeah.
I could
So-
fix it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Do you know? You heard that? When he
Yeah.
said,
What'd he say?
Yeah, because in the Congress, it's like a little circle. So it's 38 of them have been there for 38 to 42 years, and this is like the people that run it. So
Career
once they
politicians.
die, it's the next people manipulating
Crazy.
it will
Of
get to run,
course.
and that's see. Of
But
course,
it's all by design.
Inside, yeah,
it's all by
absolutely.
design.
Yeah.
That-
but you
this
put
is
your
how the
time in
government-
and you work. So they
Right.
got to put the time in and work too, and see who gets who the upper hand. He's my boy. No, I vote no for him. I vote yes for him, and then it's like us 30, and then we'll eliminate 16 of them, and it'll be like 8 of us left, and then we run it.
That's how it
That's
works.
how it works.
Yeah. Is that crazy, dude?
Nope.
That's the system
Boston-
that we're living in.
Boston
right
Tea
now.
Party.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, and now you could even go into the whole, the dollar's losing value, and every other country doesn't
Well, you
even
know
want to
about
be
BRICS?
bothered with
Yeah,
us
yeah, yeah.
anymore.
You know
Yeah,
about
BRICS.
BRICS, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. So it's like, now what are you gonna do? Because
We can't bully. That's what I've been saying. We can't bully every country. We've
right,
been bullying every country since. So people are
Bullying the
tired.
whole world.
Yep.
Yes, literally.
Yep.
So they're remember what America is. Let's not forget. Remember, America was founded by Great Britain. So remember, we're basically the greatest defense to the world. The greatest defense. You get me? So the money is always gonna go back. Like I said, the money's 3% back to France,
right.
8% to Japan.
That's crazy.
China, I could tell you the whole. China already owns like
crazy.
48% of the United States. They're almost buying out the
I
U.S.
believe that.
So that's what's going on. The money has to go.
I believe
Nah,
that.
you're on some shit right now,
but,
champ.
but I know how it
You're
gets
right about that.
how it gets printed and where it goes back. Where's everything made?
Yeah.
Made in China.
China.
So all the money goes right back to China. We print to here.
Crazy.
We print to here. Excuse me. We print to here, but it goes right back
Right.
to China. Everything
Crazy.
we order, our containers, everything has to come.
So my
China from-
question is, where are we all moving to?
What do you mean?
Where are we all
That's-
moving to?
Yeah,
I know.
that's a good-
Because-
that's a good
Outer
question.
space. That's why I said the money's going into outer space.
Outer
I
space.
don't know. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, imagine Elon is
Moving to
building
Mars.
a base on Mars, right?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of crazy.
No, they got pictures already.
Might have to figure that out because the United States ain't looking like such a great place to live anymore.
You know.
Yeah, sadly,
Okay,
but
let me-
where
let
are
me
we
say
gonna go
this
though,
stat.
right?
Let me say this.
That's
stat.
the question.
Because they used to say Canada, but look at Canada.
Yeah, Canada's. Yeah.
Canada's
They
crazy,
close
dude.
everything out. Listen, I'm gonna send you a stat. So like around the world, watch this one. Another stat. Around the world, to be considered 1%, not in the U.S. Remember, because we're a different
the
value of the world.
Right.
All you need to do is make $29,000 a year.
Wow.
In Argentina, if you make $2,000 a month, you're considered rich.
Rich.
You're 1%.
Is this a fact?
It's real. I only talk that.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Argentina too. They're doing, those
That
guys.
gives you a very, very different perspective.
Of the world,
Wow.
because here everything
Very
is for
different
sale. Remember,
perspective.
America is the sale driver.
Right.
It's the
capitalism.
So that's what people we know. What they do is work from home at the computer, get that U.S. check.
Right.
They sit somewhere
Right.
else.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, the
game.
remote jobs right now, they're
Yeah.
killing it.
The
with
remote
the remote
jobs are killing it.
3
yeah.
to 4 grand. I got people that got houses in DR,
Nah,
houses in
and most of my
Mexico.
friends are all doing
It's
remote work. Yeah, they're all doing remote work and getting checks,
So,
big checks.
beating the system.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's almost like I was gonna say like we
You
finally
gotta-
figured out.
like
Yeah, because they're
But that was
comfortable. They're
because of
home
COVID.
chilling. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was because
But
of
it
COVID.
stayed that way, right?
It stayed that
And
way,
that's-
but
I
I
said
heard
it.
it's starting to like. A lot of companies are starting to call people back in.
Yes,
maybe not
some.
every 5
some.
days a
Yeah,
week.
Some, but I said it when it was going on during COVID. I said, bro, when everything goes back to normal, you think these companies that have these huge office buildings with all these people coming in are gonna want everybody to keep coming? No, they're gonna want everybody to just stay at
Yeah.
home and keep
You
doing
know-
your job as long as you're doing
As long
your
as they're
job.
productive.
That's it. As long
Right.
as you're productive, stay there.
So watch this.
Now we don't got that overhead of,
Right.
a big ass
Exactly.
25,000 square
You could
foot
do it at
office
home.
building. Exactly.
Look at this one. So since y'all saying that, so I know somebody. I can't say a name. Sorry, we're connected. So I know somebody in the company, right? And in their building, just because they tell the employees to work from home, watch this. Just on toilet paper a month, they saving $70,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I believe
imagine
it.
That's what I'm saying.
How big? So everything else on,
Yes.
electricity,
Everything else that goes with it.
it. So
Yeah.
they're basically making
Yes.
more money that they actually.
'Cause
could pay
imagine,
them-
that's
the
toilet
employees
paper.
more
Use your own
money.
toilet paper at your house.
Imagine pens.
Yeah,
Imagine
everything.
pens.
Oh, everything.
Imagine ink,
Everything.
toner for the
Electricity,
for the
just
Xerox copy
everything.
So now
machines.
you get it. Water. He told me another
All
bill
the
was
water.
like 180, 189 because he
Yeah.
gets to see the statement. My friend drives a
Yeah.
Bentley. You know, we got
Yeah,
a
of
lot of
course.
friends that drives Bentleys. So
Bentleys,
anyway, so he showed me, and I'm like,
Big
"Man,
time,
That's
big
nice. I like that. That's
Yeah,
nice.
for
So
sure.
imagine a year, 7 times 12, 840 grand on toilet paper.
That's
Papa.
crazy, bro.
Baba.
That's crazy.
So, but people don't think like that.
And they don't think about overhead being toilet
Nobody
paper.
thinks about overhead. Yes,
But-
Nobody.
but it is.
Yes,
It absolutely
yes.
But that's
is.
overhead.
That's overhead, dog.
I love it.
If you're an entrepreneur, that's what you got to deal with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
absolutely.
most
People
people
don't
that
think
are
about that.
employees don't think.
They don't.
They
because
never think about
They
that.
just
Exactly.
show up to work and get
Get a
told
check.
what to do.
And that's it. They
A
wanna get that check.
participation
Right,
check.
right.
Participation
And
check.
that's why they
wanna-
break your shit.
They want to do whatever for them 40 hours, 50 hours, whatever it is, and get their money. That's
and
all
they'll
they
tell
want.
you, I show up and I do my job every day, and you're like, that's literally what I'm paying you for.
That's
though.
what you're
like you're
supposed to
acting like
do.
you're doing me a favor.
Yeah.
But now, and that's the other thing, the entitlement.
The entitlement is
The
crazy.
entitlement
Yeah.
with this new generation of what is it, Is it Gen Z? What is
Gen
it?
Z.
It's not
I don't
Gen
know.
Z, right?
What is
Aren't we
it?
Gen- no,
Millennial? What is it?
Oh, the
we're
millennials.
millennials.
Oh, no.
No, we're
What?
not.
We're
I don't even
Generation
know what it
X.
is
We're
anymore.
We were
supposed to be-
before the millennials.
I don't even know what it is anymore. But whatever
Well, I
this
don't know.
new
You're
generation
younger than I am,
is,
but I'm an
30,
OG.
30, I even want to say 35 and under. I honestly want to say 35 and under.
I'll say 31.
Some of my
and
friends are
under,
going to get mad at me, but I want to say 35 and under. Like a lot of the people this age are entitled.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crazy.
not everybody, though.
No, of course it's not
But,
everybody.
but yeah, but I feel you. There's a
because
lot
they
of
feel-
entitlement.
There's a lot of
They feel
entitlement.
part
they show
of
up.
that transition. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I tell my girlfriend. A lot of people want to ride off your work that you put into, and that's what this
Right.
has become.
Right.
So you do the work under your name, and
Right.
nobody could take it from you.
Right.
But if you do it under a company, the entity of the company makes
Listen.
makes people feel like they're entitled to that. But if you do under your name,
You got to think about
I
it.
got here with my name. You can't take that credit away. That's what I say.
Real
shit.
My hustling experience, you can't take that away.
And you can't replicate it.
Oh,
You got to think about this.
That's the most important thing. You can't replicate it.
that's
You
all-
can't
that's
do
You know, it's
what I
funny,
did.
Lionel goes, "You made a lot of people millionaires in front of his dad."
Mm.
Like, of course. And those are still my friends that we can make more money.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Woo! I love it.
Yeah, it's
Because
true.
the door's never closed.
It's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
The door has never closed.
Right.
Therein lies the power of
They-
who we are.
Because somebody, watch this. When you teach, this is what I have to say. I'm gonna say it real beautiful. When you teach somebody the game, right? Everybody's mind is different. So that means if I teach 5 people the game, somebody's gonna be a superstar and excel us
Out of that
in
5.
in a different manner.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And you have to respect that.
Right.
That's why I said I do
Right.
not care. I show them the same way they'll teach me a game, and I learn something different.
Yeah.
This is life. We're exchanging like this game. Real estate. Okay, this guy's good with accounting. Now I could do my own taxes. I don't need an accountant.
Facts.
So this is the way you learn. But
Yeah.
people don't understand that. It's an exchange.
It's a competition for them.
Yes.
It's always a competition. It's always, can I do this
Yeah.
better? Can I steal this from this person? It's crazy, man. The entitlement, the competitive, and don't get me wrong, competition is good. Healthy
Right.
competition is good.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I
But
agree.
sometimes it's like you look at some of these people nowadays and you're like, oh my God. Like,
Well, I always
gotta
say,
put that
think
work
about
in.
this.
You
Think
gotta put
about
that
this.
work in.
If you're 28 or under, then you were born with the internet already.
Mm-hmm.
So think about,
tool,
like
you're
you said,
cheating.
we was here,
You're
we
cheating,
witnessed it
yeah.
all come into effect.
You're a
So
cheater.
we seen
You're a
life,
cheater.
we seen life
Cheater.
pre-internet, right? And then we seen life
post,
after
post, yeah. pre
Like
and
everybody will go, oh, just Google it, right? For whatever it is.
I tell my son that, Papa, come on, stop. Don't even think
Wait.
about it.
Let me give you one better.
Go ahead.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Chat
Oh.
GPT, yo, he's becoming a monster with Chat
Oh no!
GPT.
Listen, I have it
Because
too.
he's like, he always used to hit me up like, yo,
But
we need
look.
to write something. And I would always
My-
write it.
my
You know, I take my
worst-
time to
listen,
write it.
okay.
Right.
So
What's it?
he goes, nah, don't worry about it. I don't need you to write
I
it
don't
anymore. I'm
even
like,
need
what are you
you no
doing?
more.
So he sends me the shit that he wrote. I look, I read it. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
shit,
you ain't
this
write
is
that
out of
shit.
hand. I was like,
You ain't
yo.
write that shit.
I was like, yo.
But-
But he goes, yo, I got that Chat GPT on
I'm
lock. I said,
telling
boy, you
you.
killing it,
I'm
boy.
telling you.
It's
but the-
It is
crazy.
no
The
joke.
thing is, you have okay. So I'm gonna say this: you have. I said this before. You have weaknesses and you have strengths. So
Yeah.
me personally, my weakness is writing, because if I was able to write, I would have been a rapper. Had hit signals, had hit single platinum,
Yeah.
because I put my own money to the table. But
Right.
I don't write. So now you have this tool.
His
that's
thing is
gonna help
numbers.
you.
That can write
His
for
thing
I'm
is
you.
the nu-
numbers.
You know, I'm the human calculator.
I'm
yes.
the
He got the
opposite.
numbers.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
opposite. I'm a
Yeah.
great
When we
writer,
saw
but
each other-
numbers, no.
When we saw each other at Brewery's house, what I asked you? Hey V, the
Right.
numbers.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, yeah.
That's all, how you doing?
Like-
I love
It's
you.
crazy.
Let me know the numbers. Bye.
Yeah, like I don't like
Beautiful.
numbers. I don't like numbers. But that's the thing with ChatGPT too. It's like you can go on there and literally create anything you want. But again,
business plan,
like
yo.
with I did it using
Wow.
ChatGPT already. But this is the crazy thing, right? When you think about it, you go and you do that. It could work in your favor, but it could also hurt you, because I tell my kids all the time, you got to read. They've always been readers. I was always a reader. I was always
Yes.
good at reading, vocabulary, grammar, etc. I tell my kids, you have to read because you need knowledge. You can't just depend on Google to help you with everything.
gotta go a
That's-
little
that's
Because it's
step
not
further,
always
a
going to
step
be
further.
You
yes.
see, therein lies the gift
The
and
women,
the curse.
that's the
Correct.
woman.
Because I
That's
always
the-
think about it, and I'm like, yo, what about this AI shit? What about if you got a kid that's in
you
6th
still
or 7th
gotta-
grade or 5th grade?
Yeah, but that's-
he's using Chat GPT to
that's
do
the
his projects in
problem.
school. He's never gonna learn anything.
That's the problem,
That's
and
the
that's
trick.
where
They're making
it could
them
be good or
dummies.
it could be bad.
Yeah, you're
because
right.
now you can use ChatGPT to pretty much create anything you want.
That's crazy.
And you can make yourself look like a fucking superstar,
superstar.
and you a dumbass.
Yeah.
You don't know shit, but
Yeah.
this thing wrote the whole thing for you. So
Yeah.
you go in there and they give you, let's say, a job.
Talk about a BS and BS.
No,
Listen, no,
yo,
but
this
that's
AI is
that's
the
what I
ultimate.
fear.
That's
right?
crazy, dude.
Because it's an amazing, like whoever created that is a freaking genius.
Crazy.
Like it is insane.
But,
But
you
you
know,
know-
they're dumbing. Let me say this.
Go
What
ahead.
they're doing is not. What you got to take accountability into is that they're dumbing. All I say is this: they're dumbing your skills down.
Facts.
I'm gonna
They're
tell you
dumbing
something in a
your
minute.
skill-
I'm
I
gonna tell
know,
you something
I know
in
we
a minute.
need these tools, but watch this. So you see how you're telling that Instagram is not real. We already know that, but we know that from that point of view. So like I said, you guys have a business. So what your business profile does is not what you earn.
Right.
Right.
But
Real
they're
talk.
caught up in that image. So that's what I'm telling people. I'm like, you guys are caught up on followers. Hold on, I'm gonna pay myself right now another $2,000 for the day.
Right. Yeah.
But they're caught up on this.
Because that's all they care about.
On this facade, like where's the real checks? Where's the money?
Nobody
this
is
the
gonna
reality.
post the bad shit.
Exactly.
Everybody always posts the good shit.
It's
Everybody
the
always
highlight
posts
reel.
Of course.
The highlight reel of your
course.
life.
Because who wants to show off all the bad shit that's going on in their
Yeah,
lives?
it's
Nobody wants to
crazy.
post about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I was gonna tell you
Go, go, go,
is,
go.
so there's this movie, and I've talked about this a couple of times. I don't think the movie ever made it big.
Okay.
I happened to see it by chance one day. It's called Idiocracy. Have you ever
Okay.
seen that
No,
movie?
no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I forget the actor's name, but when you see him, you'll know his
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
But it's basically the whole gist of the movie is he gets frozen in time for I don't remember how long. It might have been 40 years, 30 years, whatever it was. And over the course of that period, people have just deteriorated, like the human race,
Yes.
in terms of
Clone.
intelligence,
So
right?
he comes back when
He
everybody
comes back and everybody's literally dumb. Everybody is stupid. They can't speak.
Wow.
There's no vocabulary. They're just
Is
dumb.
this in the
Everybody's
future?
dumb.
It's set in the future.
No. It's
like
not
current
set in the
times?
future. It's current time. Well, current time. I mean, the movie's not new,
Right.
It's I don't know how old it is, maybe like 8, 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm gonna go watch it this weekend.
Idiocracy,
Yeah, I
it's
wanna see
crazy,
it.
and
It's
it's
crazy.
I mean it's a stupid movie. It's kind of like supposed to be funny,
But
you know.
there's a message in the movie.
There's a
You gotta
message in the
pick it.
movie. There's a message in
That's
the
what
movie.
I always say they'd be dropping a lot of
A lot
truths
of
in
clues.
in
Hollywood.
movies, I'm
there.
telling you.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the
I
only
saw this
way.
movie,
Yes.
and that's what I'm saying. I've brought
Yes.
this movie up to so many people in so many different occasions because I'm like, this is so crazy because I feel like this is what's happening. Like
Crazy.
the kids that are coming up now. Have you heard them speak?
Yeah, there is no English. Have
Have you heard them speak?
Yeah, it's
No
terrible,
English.
Yeah.
I take
I
pride
remember
in
when
vocabulary,
we
yeah.
were when we were kids and we were coming up, that was one of the most important
The vocabulary.
aspects of
the vocabulary.
English, literature, just grammar, just speaking, like punctuation, like
Of
all of that was
course.
like made, even our handwriting,
Yeah.
like the cursive. Remember when we were kids, like
course.
when
So
my kids
they-
were kids,
They made
didn't
you
teach us.
practice
this.
cursive.
So you
Yes.
see how you're saying handwriting? That's what I mean. Now you write on the phone. So they took away
That's
that
it. They
tool.
took all that
you know, I
away.
have a pen. My dad
It's
had
crazy.
I write like that's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
taking your skills away.
are.
So you might. So that's why I
Yeah.
keep telling
They
you, yeah,
are.
it's cool, but
Yeah.
nobody writes no more.
Yeah.
And the guy said, I sent my girl a message today. The guy, CEO of iPhone, he's like, I know when to put my phone down when I start losing eye contact with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going on. Like
Yeah.
they already know what they're
Yeah.
doing.
Wow.
And I'm guilty of it. I think we all are at times,
At
right?
work,
Yeah, I mean,
have you
yeah.
walked into Walmart and seen the employees?
Oh yeah.
Spaced out.
Oh, yeah.
At the door, you're like, you can
Yeah.
rob them. You can be
And
like,
they don't
"Walk
pay
in."
attention to
It's
shit.
Crazy.
No, I know.
crazy.
Everywhere at Walmart, especially, you see them like you see them
Yeah.
at Walmart.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't even take notice to them because they don't even say anything.
It's
You
not
just walk
even
by
it's
them.
not even a bad thing
Yeah.
You wanna
anymore
know what's
to be on
crazy?
your phone
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing. Look,
It's
I
normal.
Crazy.
shop at Walmart. Watch this. Just go on Walmart, and you're gonna see people. Watch, I'm gonna say this, and I see things. I'm analytical, so I read first with my
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
So you're gonna see people stuck in the middle of the aisles, just scrolling
On their phone.
on their phone, bro.
But I've
Wow.
done it.
Stop.
I've done
You
it.
get me? Stop.
I've done
And
it.
like we do in the car.
Yeah,
Like
I've
we do
done
in the
it.
car.
Yep.
With
And
Diana.
that's how, it literally just sucks you in, and you're like on Instagram or whatever it is, email.
You get caught quick, and
you're
you're
sucked
wandering.
in.
Listen, I'm
That's
a business
crazy.
doing. Sometimes I wander. I go to the next account, and then my personal. I'm
You
like,
go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like,
You go
know,
down a rabbit hole,
and I'm like,
right.
you got to wake up out of it. So that's why.
It's the gift and the curse, man. It's the gift and the curse.
Listen, and the kids have it the worst right now because they don't know any different.
They don't know.
They
That's
don't-
the thing.
they've
We
been
know the
programmed.
They've
They've
difference.
been
No.
programmed.
We know
That's the
before
program.
this era. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. These kids
Remember, watch
were
this.
born into this.
Remember,
Right.
They don't know anything
Right.
I'll
else.
make you laugh on television. That's why I was never big on TV because it always says paid programming,
Yeah,
and now you're already programmed.
You're already
Yeah.
So
programmed.
that's it.
Yeah.
right.
It's a different transaction.
Isn't that
Everybody's
wild?
like, everybody. That's why it's hard to get into for people to listen to you or for them to make sense because everybody is on their phone.
All the
The
time.
attention is lost.
All the time.
No.
There is no.
I'm telling him I want to get off my phone. I'm like, I don't want to be on it because I know already this is a drug.
No, it is.
It's a drug, so it
It is.
releases certain hormones, and I'm like, I don't want to get on this shit. So
You know,
when I
it's
eat
funny.
out, I turn it off.
But this is the thing, right? The gift and the curse, because this is where you conduct your business.
That's the thing.
So how do you separate? You know what I mean? It's like
It's like I tell him all the time. We
answering
need to
email-
be on all the platforms.
You
And he's
have
like,
to be.
no, that's another job. I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, no, it's another instrument. It's another tool that
It
we need to
is,
master.
but you have
Watch
to be
this.
disciplined
Let me
with
ask
it.
you
That's
this.
the
You have to
thing.
be
Watch this.
disciplined.
This guy is a nut job. So how many platforms are you on? Watch this.
Thanks,
so
buddy.
do you have Facebook on your phone? What do you have? What
I
do you-
have Facebook. I
Okay.
have Instagram.
But Facebook is you rock it every day or
No.
Exactly.
I
So
barely ever go on Facebook
Instagram
anymore.
is your drug of choice. Right?
Instagram is my drug of
okay,
choice.
Watch this. What else? Watch so you.
I
understand.
have TikTok.
Okay. Whether you get on it, go ahead.
Where I have
Watch so you can
TikTok,
understand.
and now I have Threads.
Okay.
Threads. Threads is the new hot shit.
Go ahead.
And I think that's it.
But now that's
What
not,
about Snap?
Now,
You ain't on Snap?
what other?
I use Snap for the filters,
Right.
but I
So,
don't
okay.
post on Snap.
Okay.
No.
So what other platforms besides that? So you pay your bills here, bank accounts. Cause
Yeah, Wells Fargo app.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's
Chase.
another
Yeah.
job. So what you don't understand
Not a
at
job.
the end of the day, you're never gonna accomplish what
Right.
you want to accomplish
It's
But
because
he's
it's
right.
they're
a tool.
taking your time, and
He's
that's what
right.
they.
Yeah, yeah, I
You gotta
agree.
understand. Remember,
It takes
I know
your time,
that-
but
I
at the
know
same
Even
that-
time-
to order your food,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have my girl
Uber.
do it. I can't do it here.
But you
Order
can't
it.
front. It's convenient.
it is convenient. But that's how they get you, the
You
convenience.
don't want to be on there.
You call one of them Uber Eats, they gonna charge you like $20. But
Right,
hey, the
right,
food gonna come right to
right,
your door in
right.
like 20,
You don't gotta
30
go
minutes.
get it, and you
Yeah.
ain't gotta cook.
And you can keep
Right?
working. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, this is-
Are you
it's
willing to
crazy.
pay for it or not? It's a convenience thing. You know.
Crazy.
It is
Remember?
crazy.
Back in the day, the convenience was going to the farm stores.
Do you
like to order.
remember when in Back to the Future when they had they were all eating at the table, remember? And then they had the little thing come down with the fruit.
Oh yeah,
They pick the fruit out and then they put the pizza in the microwave or whatever that
Crazy.
thing was.
Yes.
And it's ready in like 10
And it's ready,
seconds.
like,
the whole
yep.
pizza.
Yeah.
And at the time when you watch the movie, you're like,
You're not making sense
so
of it.
cool.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and look,
And
Look where we're at.
movies,
We're
it's
here. The
Damn
future is
near.
now.
Yeah.
damn near.
The future is now.
Then
And
they
now,
got flying cars.
So watch
no,
this.
I was gonna say now they got that
on.
air fryer.
Remember,
Yo, that's shit
I
is
have an air
fire.
fryer. I love
Bruh.
it.
We
I
never
love
cook-
my
My
air
daughter
fryer.
and my
on the
son
stove.
got me one.
We
That
never
shit is
cook on the stove
fire,
no
bro.
more.
It makes everything taste fire.
no.
You
Air
don't
fryer
gotta-
is everything.
Now
I
you
love
don't
my
need
air
that
fryer.
damn microwave no more. That microwave
Right.
was whack.
I love my air fryer.
You put
The air
the
fryer is
seasoning,
bomb.
marination, and you don't do nothing
And you're
else,
good.
you know?
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that
yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
We used
And
the
they're gonna
stove
come
top.
up with more shit.
You know what? The
Crazy.
stove is used for edibles in the crib.
I heard they got a flying car already.
It's for the sauces.
You heard about that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a flying car already legal in the United States.
Yep.
You heard about
Yeah.
that?
Like 300 something bands. Who's
Yeah.
gonna afford that?
It
But
doesn't matter, but
Doesn't,
it's
but
there.
It's
that's
there,
what
I know.
a
You know-
few people can afford it. What I'm saying, it's there.
So this is my question, right? With the
it's
flying
exciting.
It's
car. This is
exciting.
my question. It's exciting. This is my
That's his
question with
bad
the
thing.
flying car, right?
I haven't
What do
done
you-
it.
what-
How
you
are
got?
you gonna? There are no roadways, so how's that gonna work?
Weird,
Is
right?
everybody gonna have
They're
to
gonna
take
have
like a
airspace.
pilot
They're gonna
class?
be airspace.
Right, there's going to be
yeah.
airspace, but how do you maneuver a million cars in the air with no
I know.
lanes,
Yeah, I know.
no
That's gonna
signs?
be
Like,
an
how
S
does
show.
that work?
Thank you. That's gonna be a
That's
show.
gonna be a shit show.
She's thinking ahead. That's
How
why
is that
she's
going to
here.
work?
No, because
Because they're like,
I
oh,
was
the
thinking the same
FAA
thing.
approved,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's great
yeah.
that they approved the flying
Who's gonna
car,
map
but
all
who,
this?
right.
Yeah.
I'm
How
sure.
is that going to
I'm
work?
sure it's gonna be like a thing where the FAA
gonna
approves
create
a
it probably
certain
like-
height, and then they got to stay within like the
Yeah,
certain.
like your
So
drone.
now you're counting on human beings that are not pilots to know
To
what
monitor
height
that,
and
yeah.
what width and how far they can.
Yeah, length with
That's
height.
a shit show.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
That's gonna
But
be
this
a
is
lot of
where
show.
we're at, yo.
And a
I
lot
get
of
it.
people, watch this, a lot of people are going to die.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this is
Oh, yeah.
about getting perfect.
Which is part of the
trial
plan.
and error,
Right.
remember?
Which is part of
Right.
the
Before
plan.
becoming perfect. So
Let's
a
give
lot
a.
of-
I don't
Hey,
even like being on a plane.
I can
so-
picture the last Illuminati meeting.
too.
Well, you know what, Jed? Let's give them flying cars.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. We're giving them flying cars. By George, we're giving them flying cars. We'll
they're
kill
just
each other
gonna
by the
crash
millions.
and burn
They'll
everybody.
crash for real. Like, come on. It's
They
gonna.
can't even barely get the planes right.
But
these
we
days.
can't get the regular cars on the street right.
right. Exactly.
We can.
And now they want
You
us to
go out
fly
in
them.
Hialeah, it's an accident every 5 minutes,
Can
bro.
you imagine an abuela that's like
Come
driving
on,
a
bro.
flying car, bro?
Come
Can
on,
you
bro.
imagine?
Come on.
You know how many-
can't do that.
you know how
Abuela,
many-
no, esa no te lleves ese
hold,
carro.
so hold on. If people are crashing in regular cars, imagine in airspace what's gonna happen.
But
That's gonna be a
Not
No,
only are
that's
you
crazy.
crashing in
That's
the
crazy.
air, but then you're falling on whoever's
Now
below
you're
you.
Yeah,
falling.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a
More.
whole other situation.
more.
You could be falling on a building, on a
Imagine.
house, on another car.
Imagine.
I know.
You're falling and you're crashing and burning whatever the fuck is under
I'm
you.
really trying to understand how they're gonna maneuver.
Yeah, that's
that.
wild. That's wild.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
You know, as long as the money's right, everything works. V.
But I'm
Remember,
trying.
as
I'm
long
trying
as
to
the money's
picture
right,
it.
everything
All
works.
right, so then I
I'm just
also
trying to
I
picture
think
it.
of like the technology like Teslas have the autopilot technology, right?
Yes.
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 The planes have
yes.
autopilots. The plane
that-
when you lift off, they
That's
put
what
it-
I'm saying.
They don't, they,
so
they
is it
just
gonna
take
be
off.
is it
Yeah.
gonna be that type of system, right? If you have
Okay,
a car with the bomb with the
so-
autopilot, you set it on autopilot, it takes you from your.
You know
arrive
what?
to your-
Now that you say
right?
that could maybe
Logically-
be the only way.
I'm thinking that's the only way
That
it'll
it could
work.
work.
Because if you're up there
Autopilots.
guiding it, bro, imagine and you had a couple drinks or
Imagine
you a
a
little,
joint.
you want some
Listen.
shrooms or something.
Yo,
You woo!
that's not gonna
Meet
work.
George Jetson.
It's gonna listen. They don't even sell manual transmission cars anymore.
That's crazy,
No, I know,
bro.
I know.
That's crazy.
Like we learn how to drive on stick shift. They
You
don't even
remember
have
the
that
stick shift
anymore.
cars?
Of
They don't have
course.
that no more.
My dad taught my son how to drive a stick
Even
shift.
the trucks are like automatics
Yeah,
now. Like
everything.
the 18 wheelers.
It's
Like
like
everything
a
is
standard.
automatic
And
now.
in
Everything.
America, remember America's standards. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
is. Because in
America's
Europe they still
See,
have
I
it
know,
They still
I
have
know.
it, yes.
America's
Yeah.
standards.
real.
because they
real.
want to make everything automated
Yeah.
here,
Wow, man, it's crazy.
which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you're taking away skills.
I know.
Absolutely.
people.
I'm saying.
That's-
Absolutely.
That's
You're
what they want.
minimizing the skill of
Super
people. You're
minimizing.
making everybody a couch potato. You know what I'm saying?
Lazy.
Remember, we used to
No,
complain in the
what
80s.
they
We used to
make-
complain
no,
about the
no,
remote
what they
controls.
make, you understand why? So here it is. You know, I'm a psychologist. So by taking away people's skills, remember, you make them lazier.
Facts.
Idiocracy. I'm telling you, watch the
Idiocracy.
movie.
I am.
This is exactly what it's explaining in a funny kind of like
Humorous,
comedic way.
yeah.
It's explaining or telling the story of how in 40 years or however long the time was that the human race has gotten so dumb.
Yeah.
And it even says it. It says it takes you through a whole little like skit part where it's like, well, Mary was 36 years old and she wanted to focus on her career, and by the time she wanted to have kids, she was too old.
Yep.
And so they didn't have kids. And then so-and-so couldn't do this and they didn't have kids. And then whoever did have kids had kids inbred. And it was just like, when you watch the movie, you're going to be like,
gonna
oh,
understand it.
shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like
yes,
it's
right.
wild. And then everybody's dumb. Everybody's dumb.
Everybody's dumb.
And this guy wakes up and he's like, what?
That reminds me of like the
in the
Twilight
hell?
Zone. Like
Right.
the way you're presenting it sounds like one of those Twilight Zone episodes.
That's probably
Mary
how he
was
felt when
46
he
years
woke
old.
up.
yeah.
That's probably how he felt when he woke up. He
No
was like, what in the
bullshit.
fuck is going on? Because everybody is
bullshit.
stupid.
That's crazy, man.
No common sense, no anything. It's wild. Like
and
you
that's
gotta
how you
watch the
feel. That's how
movie.
you feel nowadays. With a lot of people are on that.
Going back to what we were saying earlier with the kids, like the kids, when I hear these kids speak, oh my
Jesus.
God, I cringe,
But
and I
let
don't
me hear
want
how
to.
they speak. Go ahead.
I don't-
Go ahead. Put it up.
No, I don't even want to say it because
ahead.
I'm like I feel like I'm being judgmental.
Let me see how
but it's like
your perception of how they sound. Because
Okay.
I try my best. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna start by saying,
Go ahead.
like, we have Ebonics, right? So it's cool. Like, we talk the way we talk. We have our slangs. We have, whatever.
We're from the street. We
Urban
always had-
Dictionary,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
So I get that. That's fine.
Right.
But when you walk into a certain environment, you need to be able to
Right.
Kinda
speak properly.
speak,
You
yeah.
need to
yourself
be
and
able
speak
to
proper.
articulate
Yes.
and
They
right.
don't end the words. They're hurting if they say
Right.
duh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
a lot, and that's the way the rap songs are coming out.
I
like
can't
that.
even think of an example right now, but it's bad.
No, rap music has a lot to do with
To
it.
do
let me
with
tell
it,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Again, by design.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
By design.
Yeah.
But
Sad to say because I
Yes,
love
by
hip hop
design.
and
Thank
I
you,
love
D.
I love like the Southern MCs
It's getting
and
bad.
everything.
It's getting bad.
But yeah,
they're
it's
poisoning the kids.
Like Gucci Mane in particular, I love him to death. His music is dope, but he's one of the guys that really like, yo, man, his lyrics, he be
yeah, but listen, just
thug.
the fact
Like, yeah, those guys are
that hip hop now, first of all, I wouldn't even call what we hear now hip hop. Let me just
No,
say
it's a
that. I'm
different
sorry.
word. It's a different
No.
word.
People are gonna come for me, but that's how I feel.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Talk
Back
that talk.
Wu-Tang.
She was up at it.
Like
She was-
when we were coming up in the 90s,
that's-
that was hip hop.
That's your era.
Yeah, that was hip hop.
Yeah.
This.
So this
I
stuff
don't
now
know
you
what
don't
this
consider
is.
you don't consider it hip hop?
I don't.
What makes you say that it's not hip hop? Like the melodic stuff, like the auto tune stuff, or
No,
like
no,
the
no,
trap
no.
stuff? What
no,
is it? What
it's
is
not
it?
the auto tune stuff or the trap stuff. It's just
What's your gripe with
what
it?
they're
Feeling,
talking
what they're
about.
talking about.
The
What they're
subject matter?
talking
Dumb
about.
shit.
The subject
They're
matter.
not lyricists to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell you something. Today
They're not
when I was,
creative enough.
they're not creative.
They're not poetic enough.
They're not poetic enough, and they're talking about nonsense.
Right. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, ignorant.
Like I was
Ignorance.
talking, I was with my daughter earlier when she was doing my nails, and we're listening to these. She was playing music on her TV or whatever, and we're listening to Lil Durk and Lil Baby and
Routine,
whatever.
Yeah, the routine.
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
So we're listening, and then we're listening to what's his name, No Cap, and she would be so
Yeah,
proud of me that I
Young
remember
Thug.
these names right now. No Cap and
That's how you learn about the music through
Rilo?
the kids.
Rilo, yeah.
Riley, yeah.
So I'm listening to the songs are nice, like it's a vibe, you get into it or
The
whatever.
beats are hard.
The beats are hard, but it's like I can't even make out half the shit they're saying. First of all,
facts, yeah.
and then I can't. It doesn't make sense to me, and
You
I don't know if
can't
it's just
add it
because
up.
I'm
Yeah,
older
yeah.
that that generational gap thing. I don't know if
No,
that's
but
what
it'd
it
be a lot
is.
of drugs too, like the lean.
They
plays
make
a-
this. I was
yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
say that.
The lean plays a
I was
big
gonna
part
say
of the
scissor.
perks.
You see where I'm like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
old.
yeah.
Like I'm
You're right.
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But you on point with it. That's why
that's what
sometimes
it
you listen
is.
to it, you're like, damn, that shit don't make no sense.
don't make no
But if you
sense.
like on lean or off a perk, you'd be like, oh, you'd be vibing.
Right.
It's
But
drugs.
these
It's a
kids
drug
listening
use.
to
And
that
it-
shit.
That's the vibe. Yes, that's what it is.
And again,
Yes.
when I hear it, I vibe.
Yes.
The beat, like you said,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
dope.
yeah,
but I'm listening to their words, and I'm like, this is not hip hop to me.
Yeah.
To me,
I feel you. I feel you.
yeah.
Our generation, we were more message based, more flow based. Like
Right.
we were listening for the cadences and what he said. Oh,
Exactly.
that punchline. Ooh,
Exactly.
You heard that? Ooh.
Oh no, but you know
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
crazy? Again, when she was listening to him today, she was listening to No Cap Dude, and she's like, "Ma, did you hear what he said?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's like, "He said," I can't even tell you what it was. She said, "He said, ba 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 ba, and this and this and this and ba ba ba," and heard and I'm like, "Oh shit, Yeah, that was kind of dope.
That is kinda
But she
dope,
had
yeah.
to like
She has to break it down for you.
translate it
Yeah.
for me.
Because you won't
literally.
catch it off of the first
I
listen.
didn't
yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
At
because it's
all.
their vibe. Like I feel like hip
You're
hop
not
became
part of
this
that
So
thing.
I'm
no
saying it's a
more.
generational
Yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
And
too. I
it's
feel
okay.
like.
Look,
Yeah.
it's like what the
And not
older-
only, yeah, go
but-
ahead.
No, I'll let you get back. What the older people says.
Yes,
You just have to listen to it. You don't
Yes.
need to understand it.
Right.
You just gotta watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're
Yeah.
out of that. It's like the old rock and roll heads to the young ones.
Exactly.
They don't mix.
They don't mix.
It's
They
the
don't
same
mix.
thing.
but
the
it's
same.
just hip hop. I feel like became so big that it's like now it's like all the different. Like remember back then it was kind of regional.
Yes.
You could tell an East Coast MC.
Yes.
You could tell a
No
Southern
Yes.
more.
MC. You
It's
could tell an
everybody's
LA
the
cat.
same.
Right.
Now it's like
all
even the
sound
LA
like from
cats sound
Atlanta.
kind of
Yeah.
Southern.
Yeah.
Even the New York guys are trying
You
to
Sound
can't
like
tell.
Batman.
Southern. It's weird,
You
right?
can't
Hey, the
tell,
New
yeah.
York drill rappers sound
Yeah.
like Batman.
It's weird. It's weird, right? It's
I had
weird.
to ask her where they're from.
It's weird, yeah.
Like, where is NBA Youngboy? She's like, oh, he's from Baton
Memphis.
Rouge.
Yeah.
And
Young
where
Boys,
is this one
Louisiana,
from?
yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't
NBA
know.
Yeah,
Young-
because they're all from all over.
All over
NBA,
the place.
NBA young boy is like super dumb hot. Like
He's
Yeah.
the hottest.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah.
From the new
Fire.
generation, he's
Yeah.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she, yeah, I mean, and Rod Wave. Well, Rod Wave
Yeah,
is more
he's
like
popping.
singer,
Yeah,
more so
right.
than anything
He's
else.
Florida. He's
dope,
Florida.
though.
He's
Yeah, but
dope.
he's
Florida.
dope.
Yeah,
He's
He's
dope.
dope.
Rod Wave is actually dope.
And
man.
I actually can understand and listen to what
Yes.
he says.
Yeah.
It's a
Vibe.
little
It's a
bit
vibe.
different.
But
these
that's what
other
I'm saying. So
dudes-
there's still artists like that you'd be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
for
you
sure.
could pick
I
up.
like that.
For sure.
How come this over here
It's
is
not
like,
everybody. It's
how
just
come this other
certain
shit
ones.
is illegible? Like you can't even read it.
Because they just high.
It's unintelligible. That's what
vibe.
I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm
High
saying.
on other
Yes.
shit.
It's a vibe.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
a vibe. Just watch this dude. Like take a drink. Like the thing with music is that you have to be under the substance.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
That's the shit.
The
You gotta.
spirits.
You understand? You're not in
Yeah.
that substance.
Spirits.
Listen, I go out. Remember,
spirits.
watch this. I will get mad at her, and I know her. I'm like, damn, you at the club popping bottles. What I tell you, I want to be there too. I could do the same shit. I got money, but the fact that I'm not there with
Right.
you is that's that feeling. The same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
All right,
she's
so
laughing.
we have a little segment. We
Go,
don't
go,
have
go.
much time, but we have a little segment that we do called Fuego or Smoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah. It's supposed to be
like.
like a quick little,
Yeah.
quick little segment, but sometimes it's not so quick because we get into explanations and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
So we just
Fuego is yes.
Yeah, it's
and
real
smoke
easy.
is no.
Fuego is
So
if you
fuego
like
is
it.
yes.
Yeah, if you like it, you
Fuego's
vibe
fire.
with it. It's
Fire,
fuego.
yes. Okay,
And then
got
smoke
it.
if you don't like it, then you got smoke with it. You ain't.
All right.
So
You
let me
ready?
start off. Ready?
All right.
You ready? Set it off. eh?
Trump. That's my wave. Trumpy.
Smoke.
Smoke?
Smoke.
Okay, go ahead.
For real?
Smoke.
You got Trump. You got smoke with Trump.
Already
Oh,
did.
I mean, we
I thought-
already talked about
I
this.
know, but I thought I convinced you.
I
thought
don't
we were
like-
gonna. I thought she
listen.
was gonna say Trump 2024.
No, to be fair, I don't like the other one either.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Who
crazy.
else is
To be
we?
fair.
Who else do we
Crazy.
have for 2024?
I don't
Come
know.
on, V.
Nobody.
I don't know.
Let me hear your answer.
Trump.
I don't know.
Who do we
The
have?
same. It's
We
the
don't
same.
have
It's gonna
nobody.
be the same
It's
thing.
gotta be
And we're gonna
Trumpy.
eat it. We're gonna
He's
eat
the
it.
only
Yeah,
one going.
We're gonna eat it.
Come on, he's the only one going
They
against.
don't,
and
they
the
don't
economy
even.
will be
okay,
better.
next.
Go ahead. I like that. Get out of here.
All right.
Yo, I like that. I like that.
Drake,
Fuego.
Fuego. Yeah,
I like Drake.
Vibe and
I fuck
Drizzy?
with Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Drake is
okay.
dope. I
Okay.
like Drake.
Drake is dope.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, so I'm gonna throw this left field. Football.
Smoke. Not because I don't like it. I just don't know the game.
Okay,
I don't
so-
understand it. I don't know it.
Dope.
So,
So what's your sport of choice? Just me.
I love basketball.
There it
I
is,
love
basketball.
UFC. I love boxing.
UFC. Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. Okay.
I like
Okay.
fighting. I like the fighting shit. I
The
like
UFC
the
is
bloody
crazy.
shit. Yeah, I like
it's
that.
real. It's real
like that.
timing. Somebody getting hurt, cut,
Yeah.
broken bones. It's real.
I like that.
She's gonna happen.
I'm into
Splits.
it.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
I like that. I like
Go
that.
ahead.
So bare knuckle fighting.
Fuego. I like that too.
Yeah, you like to take
Yeah,
it there too. Yeah,
yeah.
all the way.
Yeah.
Because bare knuckles hardcore.
No, it is.
Because I
I
love the
think-
UFC, but the bare knuckles like
I
another level.
think Yuli, our boy Yuli, does
Yeah,
that.
shouts to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brother Yuli,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
bare
been doing it.
knuckle.
Yeah, he's been
it's
doing
bare
it.
knuckle.
Yeah.
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 That's dope. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I was gonna say a brand. Wait, I just forgot the freaking brand. Oh my god.
See, it's that
Huh?
shit
Which
you
brand?
smoking.
No. I was gonna say one brand and then I forgot the brand that everybody's.
A brand?
Damn, I forgot.
What's the brand?
Damn. I'm just gonna say Gucci.
Fuego, I like Gucci.
Yeah.
I fuck with Gucci.
What's your brand? Louis?
I like Louis a lot.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, like why?
No,
oh, because of my
could
bag.
No, I could read. No, I'm not even looking at your bag. I didn't look at your bag at all.
Oh, because of my bag.
I like what I like. If I like it, I like it.
Okay.
Like I go to Macy's and get
And
shit
get
I
fresh.
like.
Yeah. Still make it look fresh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about Jordans?
Yeah, I like Jordans.
Still Fuego?
Yeah, I like Jordans.
A lot of people like, no, they make
No,
their
I'm-
stuff
I'm-
in Malaysia. They make their stuff.
I mean, no, I don't even buy into all that bullshit because everything is corrupt everywhere. So it really doesn't. I don't base it
It's
on
the
that.
business.
Like
She
I'm a
knows.
sneaker.
Business,
I'm a
yes.
sneaker and jeans kind of girl.
Yeah.
So I'm into sneakers. My friends make fun of me because I always wear heels when we go out.
Right.
I always wear heels when we go out. And I'm like, man, I'm at this age where I might not be able to wear heels for much longer. So I'm gonna rock it out until the wheels fall off. And then
Damn,
I
you
love
know,
it though. I love like a woman in heels. Though. I
Talk to
can't.
them.
Like I don't like women going out like in flats. Especially if
yeah.
we're going out. Like if we're going out, you better. rock
Yeah,
some
no.
heels.
If we're going out and
That's
it's like
classy.
out,
girl, yeah.
It's classy.
I'm wearing heels.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes, you know,
The sneakers is fly though. I like
no
the sneakers
daytime
with the
sneakers
jeans. Yeah,
all
yeah.
day. Every single day I'm wearing sneakers, jeans, and a top
right.
every day.
So that's what I got to do. Daytime and then nighttime.
Casual,
Throw on the
right?
Okay.
Nighttime
I
is when
never
you
knew.
throw on the heels, champ.
You want to be comfortable, you want to be comfortable,
knew.
and you got to know what heels you're wearing, right? You got to know the heels that the red bottoms you can only wear to get out the car, walk to the table at dinner,
Facts.
walk back to the car, and go home.
And that's it.
So they're
That's
not
it.
comfy,
Because that
huh?
shit is pain.
Yeah,
Is
look at your
what
face.
beauty
They
is
call
pain.
them bloody shoes for a reason.
For a
So they have
reason.
blood, huh?
Listen,
Yeah.
they hurt.
Yeah,
Them
every
things
girl I ever.
hurt. For the amount of money they cost, they hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even lying to you. Those shoes, you have to really you wear them. You can't wear them to go out dancing all night. That's not
Yeah,
happening.
you can't flex. Let me before the plane lands. Let me just go to a different topic. So because we didn't
Right.
do it on the last one, let's do it on this one. So before we go, this is what we call the church.
I'm
segment.
scared.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like, so before we leave, is there anything you want to get off your chest, positive or negative, that you want to share with us? Anything you want to get off your chest?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest, but
What's the
mean,
main one?
I don't know.
Go ahead,
Like,
you light up. Go ahead. What's the main one? Like something I don't know. You need to just get off your chest.
Something
you
you
go.
may have been feeling but holding in.
there's so much. So, I mean, I guess what's fresh on my mind right now is just, we kind of touched on it a little bit, just people just not being grateful, not being good, doing good by other people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And just doing right by other people, not because you're being watched, but because you just are trying to be a kind and good person. I really, truly believe in being kind and good to other people. And I was having a discussion the other day. I don't know how much time we have. I was having this discussion the other day really quick with this this lady, and it's like, what they've been saying for years and years, you can't just be nice to people when people are watching, right? You can't do right only when people are
You
watching.
have to been doing the right.
God is always watching,
yeah,
right?
facts.
So even when eyes are not on you, you have to try to do right to yourself and to others. So that's just my little thing. Like I really try to live my life that way, and I try to raise my kids, or continue to raise my kids that way, to just do right by people, even when they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
Just
can
do
be
right
guided,
no
yeah.
matter what.
Real talk.
So yeah, that's my little thing. I've been trying to be on that lately. That's
It's a
it.
beautiful thing.
Let me-
That's
let
good
me-
though, because I feel like that's just living righteous. And if you're
Yeah.
living righteous, then you're good. Like I said, if you put out good energy, you're gonna get good.
You're gonna
energy
get
back.
good back. The
You put
karma.
out the good love, you're gonna
Yeah,
get that good
for
love
sure.
back. You know what I'm
Because some
saying?
people don't feel like they have to do right just because they
It's
don't
that
know
sense of
you, or they don't
entitlement.
fuck with
It's
you.
that sense of
or,
entitlement.
yeah.
Be like, oh man, fuck.
Right.
You know what
Or
I'm
not
saying?
even just that, but also because they just like, I'm not obligated. I don't owe that
Exactly.
person nothing.
I don't know. I don't know.
But that's another human being, and would you
Exactly.
like that done to
Exactly.
you? So why would you do it to them? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So I try to live my life like that. Like I try to really, really try to treat people the way I'd want to be treated, whether
Take
I'm
notes.
cool with them or
Yeah,
not.
no,
Take
I
notes,
know, I
children.
know.
This
Yes,
is
take
this
notes.
Is, yes, this is
This
wisdom.
is
right here.
wisdom.
That's
Yes.
what I was gonna say.
These are some
Exactly.
gems.
This is when you
Yes,
start
I
getting
love it.
older.
Yeah, and you
start
learn these
understanding
things.
life.
Yeah,
Yep,
like
it comes with maturity, because
Yeah.
a lot of times when we're younger, we don't even stop to
We don't
think
give
about
a
it.
F.
we don't.
You know what
we
I'm saying?
don't.
So this is
and I've
beautiful.
always raised my kids that way, and I
That's the
really, really
beautiful
hope they
thing, yeah.
carry that their whole lives. And my kids, and I can say this confidently, my kids are good.
Yeah.
They're kind. They're good. They're thoughtful. I love them to death. Like they really have been
Yeah.
such a blessing in my life. And
gotta
I
be
know,
thankful for
everybody's kids are blessings, obviously. But they didn't give me no problems. Like my kids are.
No, you got to be thankful for that,
Everything,
bro. Like you
everything.
remember
It's
when
funny.
we came
Let me
up, boy, it was
preguntarla.
crazy.
Let me-
So
It
it's like
was.
I thank
I
God
put
for
my
that.
parents
Yeah.
through hell.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
No, we
saying.
all
What I'm
did.
saying.
We
I
all
put my
did.
parents
No, there's
through
a lot
hell.
of you guys.
You know.
Stop. There's a lot of
There's a
them.
lot of
Yeah,
us.
So stop.
We were a whole litter.
Hold on. What I want to ask is, on a good note, or since we're at this age, are you ready to be a grandparent yet?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
Not
Not
yet.
only am I not ready to be a
But
grandparent.
it's coming. It's coming in the next 4 or 5 years.
No.
It's coming. No.
No. Minimum 30. He needs to be 30 years old with his life
So
together.
you have a conversation about this with your son?
Yeah,
Is that-
absolutely.
okay,
Of
okay,
course.
Go.
No, I told him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, you need to be able to
Be able to support the household. Yes.
support
yes,
the household. You need to be comfortable.
Mhm.
You need to have traveled and
How
seen
old
the
is he?
world.
20?
He's 22.
Boom.
He's a baby.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a baby.
He's got time. My son's 28, and I tell him he still got time. Relax.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
You don't rush it. There's no rushing.
They're
this
in such
process.
a hurry.
There's no rushes. Yeah. There's no rush.
rush,
Yeah.
man. Relax. I tell them both.
Take your
My daughter
time.
just turned 21. I tell her, you in no rush. Relax. You got your whole life ahead of you. Relax.
I had my son when I was 26, and I still feel like I wasn't ready
Yeah.
at 26.
Crazy. Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
I tell them all the
I will
time
have
they
one.
need to just
I will
take
have
their
one
time.
more now.
I would.
Look
Me
at it.
too.
With the right
Not
woman.
me.
If I find
Oh,
the
I
right
would.
woman, I would.
Not me.
I'm
but at
single,
the age,
so, you know,
at the age we're
I'm
at,
looking for
you
a
need,
young
you need
lady.
adoption.
Well, we gonna put that
Keep
out there
building.
for you.
Look, she's like,
We gonna
not
put
me.
that out
Hold
there
on.
for you.
For our age, we need adoption. It's
Yeah.
not gonna
Who's
work.
our? I'm not adopting shit. First of all, I'm living my best life right
we
now.
ain't doing that. We ain't doing
I'm
that.
No,
saying,
no.
And our
no.
age is a little bit too old.
No.
But
I'm
like,
not rushing after nobody.
There's philanthropic people that like that enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
I'm
Let
just
them do
teasing.
that. Like
No,
Brad Pitt,
some people
Angelina
are built
Jolie,
for that.
They like that stuff.
Some
Let
people
them
are
do
built
that,
for
yeah.
that. They like to raise kids. They like to play with them.
yeah.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah,
hard,
oh, you're
bro.
not going back to that cycle.
Unless it's mine, you know. If it's mine, then
What
we'll do
about
it, man.
grandchildren? No.
No, I'm okay
It's
with
different,
grandchildren,
but
just
you
not
are
right
in the
now.
house. I got you, I got
Not
you.
right now.
Right.
Okay.
He needs to be good first.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah,
Hey,
no, you're
Okay.
good.
We
You're
love 'em.
doing great.
We love it.
So we got to land the plane, right?
Yes, this
At
is
some
about
point.
that time.
Even though this is like
could go
this
on.
is great,
Yeah,
we
no,
could
this
be
could
like
go on.
here all night talking. But thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
V.
you
Like,
for
real.
having me.
It's
I
a-
love
it's a
this.
pleasure
This
and
was
an
so
honor.
nice.
Yes, and you're welcome. Like I said, like I tell everybody, this is your platform. This is not ours. This is yours, and you're welcome to come back anytime.
I
Yes.
appreciate
Anytime you guys have
that.
anything going on, if you've got any whatever events or whatever you guys got going on, a new menu item or whatever you want to announce, come through.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you feel good about
Thank
yourself.
you.
You
Thank
can
you,
come
thank you,
back.
thank
Yes,
you.
you know what's
I'm
up.
gonna be back soon.
Yes.
Say what up to Teach for me, man.
course.
Tell him you be say
He's
what
gonna
up.
see it.
Yes,
He's
yes,
gonna see it.
Yes,
I'll
man.
definitely
I'm
tell
a
him.
I
tag him.
love y'all,
I'm
man.
I'm a tag him.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna tag him on
I
all the
really
posts.
do, man. I love him to death. You know, that's like a big bro to me, and he's always helped. You know,
Yeah,
held
You know,
us
a lot
down.
of people look
My
up to
crew,
him.
TAC,
A lot
like
of people,
our whole, our
Yeah.
whole
a
movement.
lot of
He's good.
you know that a lot of people look up
Yeah.
to him. So we
Yeah.
gotta, just
Yeah. No, but I'm saying Teach in particular from the
say
whole
the truth.
305hiphop.com
Yeah.
era, like
Yeah.
everything
Yeah, you
we
put
had
the work.
going on,
You
know,
put
like
the work.
regardless of Pitt, Teach was always like behind us and
Yeah.
he would always like hit me up like, yo, UB, blah, blah, blah. You know, this
Yeah.
is that. You know, Pitt might be out of town.
Right.
He would hit me up like, yo,
Right.
I need y'all over here. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah,
that's,
he's good people.
I love
man.
him to death. That's my bro, man.
That's my homie. Outside of him being my
Yeah.
husband and
Yeah.
my business partner,
Yeah.
like that's
and
my
that's what I
homie.
love about y'all because y'all
Yeah.
really got that
Like
that
that's
strength.
I be
that
wanting to
bond.
kill his ass sometimes
Yeah.
now.
It
I'm
be
sure he
like
want to
that.
kill me
It be
too
like
though.
that. It be
but
like that.
yeah, that's my dude.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
You already know, man. Any last words, sir?
I'm good.
You good?
This is family right here.
Yes, yes.
So I'm good.
The one and only Boss Lady V. You already know. This is the Boss Lady of House of Mac. Not to be confused with the other Boss Lady V. This is the Boss Lady of the House of Mac.
Thank you guys.
Is it a franchise yet?
Franchise.
No.
Not yet.
Are you
Not
guys
yet.
boxing?
We're
You guys doing the boxing thing, setting it off? Or,
We are,
almost
Go
there?
Belly, yes.
It's
We
almost
ship
there.
nationwide on GoBelly.com.
There you go. Bang.
So y'all can
You
go to
know, I gotta-
GoBelly.com to get it nationwide. Yes.
Yep.
You already know.
Anywhere in the U.S.
That's dope. So you already know what it is, man. You be the underboss. My partner, Hurricane Joe Easy, the one and only V, the House of Mac in the building. And shouts out to the team, man. Mark the Shooter, Eunice the Virgo Goddess. I love y'all, man. Fuego fam in the building. Danny Boy, you already know what it is, boy. Love y'all.